Hello, I had a topic that I wanted to discuss. I think it's important to understand that our forgiveness, our burdens, our victories have already been paid for. People get frustrated because they feel like they pray to God and his answer may not come, or they're seeking something from him and it never comes, and they can never hear him through noise. But you have to realize that God already forgave us through Jesus. So the sins that we're forgiven or that we're committing have already been forgiven through the cross. That's why Jesus Christ went to the cross for us, so that our sins will be forgiven ahead of time. So when we're seeking forgiveness from God, we have to realize that it's already been rendered. Our forgiveness, the burden's already out there, the verdict is already out there. Our sins are forgiven, but where we go wrong is we don't walk in that forgiveness. We hold ourselves responsible and think it's up to us by striving to move forward after it's already been forgiven. So that's why God doesn't answer that kind of prayer, because he wants you to walk it out. He wants you to live in his forgiveness. When God delivers us our burdens, it's prevalent to realize that we must refuse to pick them back up. We have a burden that plagues us, and even though God delivers that burden after prayer, we still worry, we still live in fear, we still let our strongholds take over by emotions in our mind, but that stuff is already given to God, so he expects us to walk it out. And when you're thinking about victory in your life, Christ already paid for that victory as well. The cross settled the outcomes before we ever came along. So we have to not hold on to things and give them to God. We have to stop fighting battles in our lives, but realize that war has already been won. Romans 8:37 says, "In all these things we are more than conquerors through him who loved us." So Christ loved us. He paid for our sins, so we are conquerors over the things that are in our lives through him. So that price has already been paid way before we came. Every move that God makes for us, we must learn to walk it out. God's action in our lives demands a reaction. We can't just sit by idle thinking things are going to happen, but he demands us walk out his forgiveness, his freedom, his victories. His miracles demand a reaction for us. They demand us walk them out, because transformation in our lives comes through partnership with his power. And if we realize that, then we realize the things that we hold on to have already been taken from us. We just have to give them to God and then walk out that action of belief, faith before sight.